It is nice to have you again on an animation after an unpleasant experience with a situation. Sorry it took this while to be back. Here comes the God you seek is the man you see part 2 we've been waiting for. As it is, some prayers are answered in ways we never expect. While we search for a sign from heaven, God may send us a person standing right in front of us. But the trouble is, our eyes often see flesh, while our hearts miss the Spirit. We keep waiting for a burning bush, yet God comes quietly, through a conversation, the honesty of a choice, in the kindness of a stranger, in the opportunities that come when we least expect, a friend's rebuke, or even the hand we refuse to shake. In life, the God you seek may not arrive in the form you imagined. He may wear ordinary clothes, speak with a familiar voice, and walk on the same dusty road as you. But if you are too busy looking for the extraordinary, you might walk past your miracle, thinking it was just another man. Remember, some delays are not punishments, they are invitations to open your eyes. For the God you seek may be the man you are ignoring right now. Watch and be blessed. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe and comment.
Sister Kate, please, can I have a little more time? Now, I understand why you've been avoiding me for weeks. I can see it in the way you turn your face whenever I try to greet you. I'm not here to defend myself with clever words, but please, before you close the door completely, please give me some time to think about it. This could be a turning point for me.
You talk as if it's so simple, Brother Adrian. You don't know what I felt when you refused to notice my smiles towards you. Do you know how that feels? So forgive me if I'm not ready to just smile and act as if your words can undo the pain.
No, I don't think my words alone can heal you. I know it will take time, and I'll be waiting. But Kate, please, don't let this be the final chapter of our fellowship. You mean too much to me as a sister in Christ to just walk away. And yes, maybe in future it might yield us something deeper than just brother and sister.
I hear your words, Adrian, and maybe part of me wants to believe them. But believing again means risking another hurt, and I'm not sure I have the strength for that. I'm not promising anything, but I will think about it. Just know that if I decide to wait for your response, it won't be because of how much you plead now, but because I see real change in you.
That's all I ask. Not quick forgiveness, just a chance to show you that the man you once saw in me wasn't an illusion. I'll prove it. And I promise you, Kate, things will not only get better, they will be worth it. Thank you.
Adrian, how are you doing?
Nelly, well, I will answer as it is common when asked someone such question. I'm fine.
How am I supposed to believe you're fine with such reply?
I've been wondering if I came as an escort to somebody in this life, if I still have a destiny any longer.
Adrian, why will you speak in such manner? That's near blasphemy.
I'm sorry if that's how it sounds. You know, my friend, there's something that's been sitting in my chest for months now. It's like a weight you can't shake off, no matter how much you try to distract yourself. I've been waiting, praying, believing that my chance to travel abroad would come, but here I am, years later, still in the same spot. Still standing at the same bus stop of life, watching others get on their buses and move forward, while mine never arrives. Every application, every hope, every plan, it all seems to die before it even breathes. And while I'm waiting, the world just keeps moving past me as if I don't exist.
That's a heavy thing you just said, my friend. I can feel the ache in your voice. Sometimes waiting feels like a punishment, like God has forgotten the timetable of our lives. But I know you've been patient, you've been praying, you've kept your hands clean. And still, no open door. That kind of waiting can break a man if he doesn't guard his heart. But I'm listening. Keep talking.
And while I've been in this waiting room, I've missed other things, even things I didn't realize were right before my eyes. There was this sister in church, godly, humble, always there when I needed encouragement, always smiling when our eyes met. I thought she was just being kind to everyone, but later I got to know she was actually interested. She was giving me signs, soft words, gentle hints, but I was too buried in my own struggles to see it. Too focused on this dream of traveling that I couldn't recognize a blessing right in front of me. And now she's decided to move on. Who knows, she might decide not to look my way anymore. I can't lie, it stings. Not because I want to stand in her way now, but because I wonder if I've been blind to what God was trying to give me while I kept staring at the horizon.
Ah. My brother, sometimes we look so far ahead that we trip over what's right at our feet. I understand. I've been there. You thought you were just living life, but in the process, you missed what could have been a new chapter. That's why we must keep our spiritual eyes open. Not every blessing comes wrapped in the packaging we expect. But go on. I can sense there's more.
And now people talk. They look at me and think, he's too soft. Too slow, not sharp enough to make money. They see my honesty as weakness. They think because I don't cheat, because I refuse to cut corners or take shady deals, that I'll never go far. I've lost opportunities, yes, I admit it. There were moments I could have made quick money, even big money, but it would have meant lying, twisting the truth, stepping on people. I couldn't do it. I couldn't defile my conscience. And now those same people laugh quietly when I pass, as if to say, see. Honesty doesn't pay. They forget that I sleep at night with peace in my heart. But sometimes, just sometimes, I wonder if I'm the fool in their story.
No, you are not the fool. You're the seed. And seeds don't sprout overnight. You've chosen the narrow road, and narrow roads always look empty until they open into a wide space. Listen to me, I've fixed leaking pipes for rich men who have no peace. I've worked in the houses of those who have money, but can't look their children in the eye. You may be broke today, but you're rich in the kind of wealth that doesn't decay. Yes, they mock you now, but remember, Noah looked like a madman until the rain started. Hold on to your integrity. God hasn't forgotten your address.
Sometimes I believe that, other times I feel like I'm just talking to myself. But hearing you say it, it's like a small fire is lit again inside me. Maybe I haven't wasted all these years, maybe my story isn't over yet.
It's not over, brother. It's just in the chapter before the breakthrough. And when the page turns, you'll see why the wait, the missed chances, and even the mockery had to happen. One day, the same people who call you slow will ask you for the secret to your peace. And you'll tell them, it was God all along.
Thank you for your good piece of advice. I'm revived. I have to catch up with a meeting now. See you later.
The Lord go with you and favor you. See you later.
You seem quite relaxed for someone who's been waiting a while. Most people keep checking their watch after 10 minutes.
Well, I guess I've learned that sometimes people run late, and no amount of looking at my watch will make them arrive any sooner. Besides, I'm enjoying the atmosphere here, and the company.
Oh, company. I thought you were alone.
Not anymore. You've been checking in on me every few minutes. That counts as company in my book.
Well, if I'm company, then I should probably keep the conversation going. So, what brings you to our city? Business, tourism, or just wandering?
A little of both, actually. I travel a lot for work, but I try to explore the places I visit, not just the landmarks, but the people, the little everyday stories. Speaking of which, something happened to me here that left quite an impression.
Oh, do tell. I like good stories.
Well, a couple of days ago, I lost my wallet. It had my ID, credit cards, and quite a bit of cash. I didn't even notice it was gone until I reached my hotel. I was already rehearsing the nightmare of blocking cards and dealing with embassies.
That sounds horrible. I would have panicked.
I did, at first. But then, later on, I stumbled on the driver I had taken earlier in the day. He started telling me that he has been looking for me to return what I forgot in his car.
You're kidding. He actually said he kept and was willing to return them.
Yes, and here's the thing, everything was still inside. Every bill, every card, even the foreign notes I had. He told me he found it in the back seat of his car after dropping me off. No hesitation, no expectation of reward, he just returned it.
That's rare. These days, people don't usually pass up an opportunity like that. It says a lot about his character.
Exactly. Back where I'm from, I'd like to think honesty still exists, but I know not everyone would go through the trouble. That man, he reminded me that integrity isn't dead. It's just quieter than the noise of greed.
You're right. People like that are like quiet candles. They don't boast, but they light up the room when you notice them.
That's a beautiful way to put it. And I'm grateful I met him. He didn't just return my wallet, he restored something else I'd been losing without noticing, my faith in strangers.
Maybe that's why you seem so calm waiting for your guest. After something like that, you probably feel like the world is a little safer, a little kinder.
Yes, and maybe I'm hoping I'll cross paths with more people like him. Or maybe, I already have seen you.
Well, if you're putting me in the same category as that driver, I'd better live up to the standard. How about another drink while you wait?
That would be lovely next time. But more than the drink, I'm enjoying the conversation. It's not every day a stranger shares both their seat and their heart.
Careful, or I'll start thinking you're the charming type who makes a habit of saying such things.
I'm not charming, I'm just honest. Just like that driver.
You know, stories like yours have a way of staying with people. I think I'll remember this one for a long time.
Then I'll consider it a gift, a little reminder that kindness is never wasted.
That's true. And it should never go unrewarded, the part people miss.
You're right. Thanks for your time.
You're welcome. I will go back to my work now.
I can't imagine why two grown-up people could do a thing like that. How can two of them claim to be right when both of them are wrong? Can two wrongs make a right? People can be funny sometimes. Something that would have been solved by, "I'm sorry," led to injuries that will cause more pain on the damages done already. People should learn how to seek peace rather than violence. Now, look at the time. I've ran short of the time I'm supposed to meet with him. I just hope he'll still be there. But come to think of it, why did he ask me to come and see him? What could it mean? Was he pleased with what I did, or is there something else behind it? Sometimes in this life, people remember the smallest kindness and reward it greatly, but other times, a simple act of help might drag you into trouble you never expected. Ah, Lord, you know my heart. I did not return the wallet because I was seeking gain, I only did it because it was right before you. But now my mind is unsettled. What if he calls me tomorrow and accuses me of taking something out of it? What if he suspects me of dishonesty even when I did my best to be faithful? Or what if, maybe, just maybe, he wants to bless me with something beyond my imagination? Father, I can only hope that it ends well. Let me think it through carefully. He looked at me with a strange smile when I handed over the wallet. It wasn't just relief, there was something like interest in his eyes. Almost as if he was saying, here is a man I can trust. Maybe he wants to offer me a better job. Maybe he has a company where drivers are needed and he is tired of dishonest workers. Oh Lord, could this be my breakthrough? Could it be that the simple decision to return what was not mine has opened a door that no man can shut? But then again, my heart is racing. What if he is testing me for another reason entirely? What if tomorrow he puts me in a situation where I must choose between integrity and gain again? Father, give me strength to stand upright no matter the temptation. I pray it does not lead to shame. My God, you see the future clearer than I can see the road ahead of me. If this man means me well, let your goodness shine through. If he means me harm, scatter the plan before it reaches me. Lord, you know how much I have suffered, how many days I have driven passengers with nothing to show but exhaustion and sweat. I have debts and other challenges to meet up with. Could it be that you, in your mercy, are using this simple act of honesty to bring favor my way? Oh Father, I am afraid of hoping too much, because disappointment is painful. But I cannot stop imagining. What if tomorrow, he says to me, young man, from today you are no longer a taxi driver, you will work in my company or even put me in charge of something greater than I ever dreamed. My heart is trembling, Lord. Help me to wait in faith, not in fear. But then, another thought crosses my mind. What if he only asked me to see him because he noticed how weak my car is and wants to buy it off me cheaply? Or what if he is simply calling me to thank me again, and nothing more? Am I building castles in the air? Am I letting my imagination run too wild? Ah, Lord, forgive me if my thoughts are too proud. I only want a better life, but let it not make me blind to your will. Even if tomorrow holds nothing but a simple, thank you, I will still rejoice, for I know you are watching me. And I will not regret doing what was right. After all, it is better to sleep at night with peace in my heart than to carry riches that came with a guilty conscience. So Lord, I leave this invitation in your hands. I do not know why he called me, I cannot tell what he has in mind, but I surrender the outcome to you. Whether it be a door of blessing or simply a test of character, let your name be glorified. And if it be your will, let it end well, O God. Let it end well. Amen. Please forgive me for coming late. The traffic was unusually heavy, and I had to park a bit farther than I planned. I sincerely apologize for keeping you waiting, sir.
Relax, Mr. Adrian. I understand how traffic here can be. Your apology is enough. What matters is that you came as you promised. I like people who keep their word.
Thank you, sir. I truly value being punctual, but today tested me. Still, I couldn't allow my word to be broken. If a man loses his word, he has lost almost everything.
Mr. Adrian, let me ask you something directly. Why did you return my wallet? Most drivers would have kept quiet and walked away with it. You know there was a large sum of money inside. What stopped you?
Sir, I will be very plain with you. I was raised to believe that integrity is worth more than gold. If I had kept your wallet, yes, I might have enjoyed the money for a while, but I would have destroyed my peace, my dignity, and my conscience. Besides, I always tell myself that if I take what is not mine, I am closing the door to what God has planned to be mine. I believe every man will be rewarded in due time, and I would rather wait for my honest reward than snatch what doesn't belong to me.
Interesting. But tell me, what if nobody ever saw you? What if no one ever found out that you took it? Wouldn't you be safe?
Sir, man may not see me, but God always sees. My conscience would also accuse me day and night. I don't believe a man is truly safe when he hides a wrong. You can cover up from people, but you cannot cover up from yourself, and you cannot cover up from God. Integrity, for me, is what you do when nobody is watching. And if I lose that, what else is left of me?
You speak wisely, Mr. Adrian. Let me ask another. You are a driver, working hard daily. Have you ever been tempted to take shortcuts, maybe to cheat your employer, or to inflate charges to passengers? Be honest with me.
Yes, sir, the temptation comes. We are human, and life can be difficult. But I tell myself something: if I cheat today, I am cutting off my future tomorrow. I prefer to live small with peace than live big with guilt. Every kobo I have earned has been honest. Even when I struggle, I remind myself that tomorrow's blessings come from today's faithfulness. I want my children to grow up hearing that their father was a man who never cheated. That is more precious to me than money.
Remarkable. You remind me of how men used to speak in the old days. Truly, integrity is rare today, and yet you wear it like a crown without knowing it.
Thank you, sir. I am only trying to live true to God and my conscience. Even if the world laughs at integrity, I want to hold it fast. It is my treasure.
Adrian, do you know why I asked you to meet me here today? It was not just to thank you for returning my wallet. It was to test your heart. I wanted to know whether your action was a coincidence or a lifestyle. And now, after hearing you, I am convinced. I see truth in you, and truth is priceless.
Sir, I am grateful that you think so. Honestly, I only did what I believe is right. I never imagined it would mean this much.
Well, it means everything to me. I am a businessman with branches abroad. I have been searching for someone trustworthy, someone I can rely on to handle delicate matters. Adrian, would you be willing to join me? I want to take you abroad and give you a well-paid job, a position where your honesty will not only feed you but bless your entire household.
Sir, are you serious? Abroad, a well-paid job, me. I don't even know what to say. I never imagined this. I only wanted to do the right thing.
And that is exactly why you deserve it. You did the right thing when no one was watching. Now heaven is watching, and heaven is rewarding you. Integrity is like a seed, it always grows, sooner or later. You returned my wallet, but God is returning to you a destiny you never imagined.
Sir, I cannot thank you enough. This is more than a reward. This is like God remembering me. I came here praying it would end well, and now I see His hand. I will serve faithfully. I will not let you down.
I believe you, Mr. Adrian. Pack your bags. In a few weeks, your life will take a new turn. From the streets of this town to a new life abroad. You earned it, not with money, not with tricks, but with integrity.
Thank you so much, sir. Your God sent an answered prayer. I will do just that. It still sounds like a dream to me. God, you're wonderful.
Excuse me, sir. Are you Mr. Jack Smith?
Yes, how may I help you?
I am Officer Janet from the Police State Department. You are under arrest for money laundering and impersonation of travel agencies. Be silent and comply with me, because anything you say or do will be used against you in the court of law.
But.
Move now.
I never knew this day will come. I have always told myself I will never be caught.
You've told yourself a lie. Every day is for the thief, one day is for the owner.
I am learned my lesson.
I don't think so. When you get to the station, you will learn.
Jessica, you won't believe what just happened to me today. I'm still trying to take it all in, but I can't keep it to myself. I just had to call you immediately. Something unbelievable, something only God could have arranged, has happened in my life.
Adrian, slow down, you're almost jumping out of your skin. What's going on? Did you win a lottery? Or did someone dash you millions out of the blue? Because the last time we talked, you were worrying about how we would ever make it abroad. You were talking about struggles, about honesty not paying, about doors being closed. So tell me, what is making you so excited that you can hardly sit still?
Jessica, do you remember the story I told you about that passenger who left his wallet in my car? That same man, yes, the one I honestly returned the wallet to. God used him to open a door I never imagined possible. Today, that man invited me to a restaurant. He asked me some deep questions about integrity, and after I answered from my heart, he looked me in the eyes and said, "I want you to join me abroad in my company. You will have a well-paid job, a life of dignity, and a future you never thought possible." Jessica, can you believe this? It is real. It's happening.
Wait. Are you telling me that just by returning a wallet, something so small, something most people wouldn't even think twice about, you got such a reward? You mean a man you didn't even know before has now offered you a job abroad, just like that? Adrian, this sounds like a movie. Are you sure you're not exaggerating? Because you know me, I find it hard to believe in miracles. Life has taught me to trust what I can see, not fairy tales.
Jessica, I am not exaggerating one bit. In fact, I was also shocked. I thought maybe he was joking, but he wasn't. He said he had tested me unknowingly, and my honesty spoke louder than any qualification or application I could have submitted. He said people abroad are searching for men of truth, men who fear God, men who cannot be bought with money. Can't you see? It wasn't the wallet, it wasn't luck, it was God. The same God we often argue about, the same God you say doesn't show up, he showed up today in a way I never expected.
So, you're saying it was God that arranged this? You mean God actually used an ordinary man, a passenger, someone you didn't even know, to lift you up like this? Adrian, you know I've always wanted us to travel out, but I never thought honesty or God had anything to do with it. I thought it was only about connections, bribes, or luck. But you got this because you chose truth over quick gain?
Yes, Jessica, that's exactly it. I had no rich uncle to send me abroad. I had no millions to buy my way. All I had was a simple decision, to do what was right when nobody was watching. And look what God did. He used a stranger to bless me. Jessica, listen carefully. The God we keep seeking in the sky, the God we think is far away, often comes to us through the people we meet. That passenger looked ordinary, but in reality, he became the answer to my prayers. The God I sought showed himself in the man I saw.
Adrian, this is deep. You mean the God I've been doubting, the God I thought was silent, may have been trying to reach me all along through people around me? Maybe I was blind because I was expecting thunder, lightning, or miracles from heaven. But here you are, living proof that sometimes the God you seek is the man you see.
That's it, Jessica. That's the truth I've learned today. God is closer than we think. He is in the honesty of a choice, in the kindness of a stranger, in the opportunities that come when we least expect. I went looking for him in big things, but he showed himself through a forgotten wallet and a grateful passenger. Now my life is changed forever.
I have learned today to trust in God and be honest in all I do because it will pay one day. I wish you the best, my friend. Your life has taught me to be true to God.